why not just come back since I'm doing a shop anyways? I figured, why not? Let's just do this. Let's see. Kings came back. Kings, welcome back. Snipes, how are you? Well, I just finished up a shop. We're on our way to deliver it. We're on our way to deliver this shop I just got done doing. It's just a little cheapy. No, and it's dark out, Snipes. I just don't want to deal with it, right now. Yeah, Crew X, yeah. We can't see in the dark, so tomorrow, after I get done with my Amazon route in the morning, I'm going to go over there and at least look at the fuse for the fuel pump. And I'm going to pop all the spark plug wires off and look at the plug, see if there's anything that looking amiss. You know what I mean? Something's going on. Yeah, I'm just going to look for simple stuff, Snipes. I'm not going to try to dig too deep into it. But I'm going to look for simple. You and me both. Don't know what's wrong with it. It won't start. It died out on them. It stalled on them and will not restart. It cranks, right? So the engine's turning, but it's not firing. So the engine turns over, but it's not firing up. So I don't know. Baby mama blowing my phone up. She'll get over it. I'll be back. that shop's done. See if we can find another one. See if we can find another one, chat. Well, they sent something down. I think it is. I think it's all straight down like Pellissippi, isn't it? Yeah. Is it all food items? It's like weak signal anyways. Here we go. It's coming back. Well, the thing is, it's trying to start, King. So it's not like it's not doing anything. Like it's trying to start. It's just not firing. It's a push to start too. So it's not like where you put the key in the ignition. It's a push to start. All right, we're gonna do this shop real quick. We got another shop. Nope, but it was fast. Seven items, 3 miles, $15. Now I have 8 items, 8 miles, $19. The chipping key, it does try to start, won't turn on. Hope they get it sorted. Okay. So somebody in chat said they had an issue with the chip in their key going out, and the car would keep trying to turn over but wouldn't start. So if you have a second key, it might be worth a shot just to see if it starts with the second key in the car. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, she does, Stoner. Oh, it's push to start. Yeah, it's a chip key push to start, Stoner. It's not a key, though. It's not a key. It's just a fob. Like, there's not a key, Kings. You're talking about just the fob, right? Like, these cars don't have, like, my car doesn't have a key. Their car doesn't have a key. It just has a fob. Okay, they had both keys in the car. Yeah, so they had both keys in the car. They had both keys with them, so it wasn't that. Yeah, see these, yeah, we don't have keys, man. Yeah, we don't have keys. They just have fobs. They did. They already had both in the car. They had both keys with them. They had both fobs with them. So it wasn't that. So it's not that. It sounded thirsty to me. I'm not going to lie. I once had a fuel pump that lost prime, you know, the prime in the truck. And I was trying to start it, and it sounded thirsty to me, so I manually primed it, and it started right up. So I'm wondering if it's fuel pump issue. But I don't know. Well, the car tries to start. The car tries to start. It like turns over, you know, non-stop. It just doesn't actually fire. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want to check as a fuse, Naughty. So that's what I'm going to check in the morning. That's where I'm going to start, is with a fuse, because it's very common for fuses to blow. And it would explain a couple things, like when the fuse was going out, why they heard a noise because the pump was shutting down. So that would kind of make sense. I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping it was just simply the fuse for the fuel pump. I don't think it has remote start, Stoner. It might. I don't know. Does anybody have a free class on how to become a mechanic in a day? Because we need it. Right? We'll make it work. It's a little hard to push, but just not many items, so I'm not going to stress out on it. Why's my phone frozen? Oh, because I have it. No. phone's being weird, guys. Hold on. Alright, we're good. Alright, let me do this shop. Homepage $18. Someone's stocking up school snacks. They're getting bars, they're getting granola bars, Z-bars, goldfish. Someone went to pack school snacks or lunches for tomorrow and didn't have anything. Guarantee it. Oh yeah, this whole thing. This is too funny. You like this one? Must be this one then, right? Alright, gallon of milk. What's left? 3 items. Pharmacy. Are you kidding me? Oh. Pharmacy, 1 item. The pharmacy guys know that. We gotta get 2 of these Be Cool Fever Discomfort Relief pads you stick on their head over in the pharmacy. Cool patch for kids.
Yeah. Be careful of the pharmacist tech over there. because she tried to accuse my aunt's cousin the other day of stalking her.
That's crazy. That's wild. They don't have this at all. Fuck. They don't have it. People at Walmart, dude. Like, did you hear her? All of a sudden, she just started going off talking about farmers just accused her cousin of stalking her or something. I thought, bitch, I didn't ask you nothing like that. I didn't talk to you. All I said was, excuse me. Get your big ass out the way so I can get through. I don't need to hear your crazy stories.
Popcorn.
How long is that? Pop it over and turn it.
Cookies here tonight?
I'm trying to, man. Trying to. We'll see. I hope they get another one. I like getting these little videos like this. Well, I like this time of night. You can usually get 2-3 of these, you know, pretty quick. Figure this one, the last one's almost 34 bucks. So we're at like 190 after this. And I bought 2 cookies. Oh, I bought 2 cookies. Yeah, it's a nice night out. Like, the weather's beautiful. All right. Well, not just low traffic, but just in general, nobody in the store too. And then most of the orders this time of night are low item orders. It's that more than anything. What? He canceled it. He canceled the whole order. Are you serious right now? Yeah, he canceled the order. Wow. They didn't have the cooling pads, so he just canceled the whole order. Unbelievable. So we don't even have to deliver it. We're still going to get full base pay and a return fee. But that is freaking wild. Yeah, he canceled the whole order. We didn't even get out of the parking lot. We didn't even get out of the parking lot. You get out of the parking lot. Dude just cancels the fucking order. Oh shit, man. I can't help but laugh. They had everything else. I'm turning red. I'm laughing so hard. Like, I can't believe this shit. This is just, you know. Me too. I don't even know what to say. They had every other item. The only thing they didn't have were like these little cooling things to stick on kids' foreheads. They're like pads, the cooling pads. You just stick them on the forehead. That's the only thing they didn't have. That's it. They had everything else. Every other item we got. Some dude needed them for his wee-wee. Oh, man. I mean, I'm still going to get paid. If somebody comes out to get the return, I mean, they're here until 10 p.m., so I know they're here. The only way it's screwed up is if everything for the day was out. Thought I just heard the door. Hold on. No, let me mute y'all. Yeah, so she's coming out to get it. But she was like, oh, crap. She said, we thought we were done for the night. She goes, hold on, we'll be right out. That's what I was afraid of. And that's why I'm glad I called. That's why I called, though. So we'll get, I think the base pay was $13, so I'll get all the base pay. Plus, I think I'll get a $2.10 return fee. Dude, look how bad my hair looks. It looks terrible. Hannah, don't look at me. Plus, I'll get $2.10 on the return fee for it. So I think I'll get 15 something out of the $18 that I thought I was going to get. I think. We'll find out in a minute.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. 3288.
What happened?
I have no idea.
When I went home?
No, I just shopped it and went to leave the parking lot and they canceled it.
Lord Copper.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I didn't even get
I
out
bet
of
that's
the...
frustrating.
Well, I mean, we get full pay.
Oh, well, shoot.
And then they give us a return fee.
Oh, nice.
So you got to do it, right?
Yep.
3288.
Well, then shoot. Hey.
Thank you.
Nice.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. All right. Yeah, I'll see what they paid me for it. How much did they pay me for it? What the fuck? Yeah, they paid me $15.60. They paid me $15.60 for what we just did. Yes. Oh yeah, I've done 2 shops. So, yeah, Amazon got delivered, and we did 2 shops. Oh yeah, no, we finished the Amazon route they had, and then I took them home, and then I came to Walmart to start shopping. In front of you, can't you see? And I will see if anything else pops up. Watch that same shop come back. Won't be the first time I've seen that. She locked herself out. She can't get in the building. Is this it? No. This is out of, it's out of the other store. So I thought I'd check it, but it's not it. Shit, fire. You know. Oh. Fuck me. I think it's about time to head home, chat. I think so. I think it's time to head home. And now I'm eating cookies for fucking dinner, so I'm not even gonna bother because I had those 2 McChickens earlier. What's out there? Now do DoorDash? Oh yeah. No thank you. I think we'll pass on the DoorDash tonight. I think we'll pass. I think I'm good. Thank you. I think we got troll over on YouTube, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I do still have the Amazon in the morning. That's a Lenore City shop. I'm not interested in that. Oh. That was a quick $30 tonight. 40 minutes, $30. I'll take it. We had extra tips come in from yesterday too. I ain't quite figured that out yet, but we definitely did have extra tips come in from yesterday. We look. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That might have been what it was supposed to be. That might have been what it was supposed to be. Let's see what that is. I believe that's a shop coming in now. I don't know what it'll be though. Yeah, this guy here, dude. Dude, you're like 6 years late to the party. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That guy was weird. Talking about stuff that everybody knows. It's not a secret. So he's one of those weirdos, man. One of those weirdos. But I don't know. It's the first one we've run into. We've been triple streaming for about 6 weeks now. That's the first weirdo we've run into. So it happens though. There was someone over he was on YouTube. He was on YouTube He's like 6 years late to the party, Pogo. He was talking about Prime and talking about that student when I got fired. And it's just like, you're like 6 years late to the party. How lonely of a soul are you? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I don't get it. Like literally 6 years ago. It's been over 6 years now. So it's just super. It was just super weird, dude. Just like a weird moment. Like how have I been living in that guy's head for 6 years that he would roll up in here and want to talk about that 6 years later? Like, I've been living in your head for 6 years, dude. Like, how weird are you? Pretty weird. Some people are just miserable in life, man. Some people are just miserable in life. But yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let me finish doing what I was doing. All right. Dude, I thought about doing that, Pogo, getting the big arch tonight, but man, I just not hungry. I ate those 2 McChickens earlier, so maybe I'll get it tomorrow night. Maybe I will also get the big arch tomorrow night, man. Sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking to see if there was any more orders popping up for Walmart. I don't see anything worth that I want to fool with. There's one on here for 14 miles for $27 or something. But I think I'm good. No, Zim. No. I've had many opportunities, Zim. I'm going to be honest with you. My life is so much better. Every aspect of my life is better. So I just have no desire to get back in the truck, man. I'm making $100,000 a year and I'm home every night. I just don't see why getting back in the truck makes sense to me. You know, we do it all live. We stream every bit of it. So, like, I just have a good time out here now, man. And just enjoying life a lot better. Yeah, it's someone over on YouTube. Just life's just better in general, man. What did you change your name? Last I remember, you were over at Wilson, weren't you? I think you were at Wilson the last thing I remember. But no, I just, you know, there's a local company here that my brother works for. And they're on a guaranteed pay and home every weekend. If I was ever going to do, you know, trucking, I think that would have been what I did. Because they were all on board about me doing my YouTubes and everything. Okay. Dude, why are you being weird? You do understand that I'm the one who made that decision to end that, right, Ben? So, and I have the receipts. But I don't know why you're being weird. Okay, so then why in a million years would you think that I miss somebody that I didn't want to be with? I'm just curious. So I told myself I was never going to entertain this, but I'm going to entertain it tonight just because I'm in that kind of fuck around and find out mood. So why in the world would you think that I would want anything to do with someone that I walked away from and had zero contact with? Like, how did, I mean, because it just makes you feel good to think you're getting something. Like, who cares? Like, you think that bothers me? Okay. I don't know how many funny stories someone can tell you that I knew for 3 months. You know, but sure. A little bit, Froggy. A little bit. Just some weird guy, I guess, who's dating that girl that I banged down on the truck and got fired for. That everybody knows. It's not a story that's hidden. There's a YouTube video on it that I made explaining the whole story. So I like... Because I don't know why you think it would bother me. Like, why you're coming here thinking something like that would bother me. Like, dude, I could care less. Like, I could care less, man. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I went on with my life, man. And you know, we talk about it. We talk about it all the time here, and that is, you know, when that situation happened and I got fired from Prime over that, man, it messed me up in the head a little bit. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? This was it, you know, trucking was everything, blah, blah, blah. 6 years out, I'm going to tell you, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because if Prime didn't fire me, I would still be trucking right now. And my life is 1,000 times better not being in trucking. And so at the time, it sucked. At the time, it sucked when I got fired. But looking back on it, it took a couple years probably. After about 2 years, I was like, dude, this is the best thing that happened. I'm so glad. Yeah, I liked Prime. I thought Prime was pretty good, man. I enjoyed my time at Prime. No issues at all. I enjoyed my time at Prime. I didn't have any issues there, man. But I never would have left trucking if it wasn't for that. So, yeah. So I'm glad now that whole situation happened, because my life is better because of it. It's definitely not a lifestyle that I want to ever get involved in again. I'll tell you that. You know, I just talked about this earlier today. Those years at Prime when I was training, one of those years I was home 30 days the entire year. 30 days the entire year. That's it. Other than that, I was on the road. Well, I mean, I made $100,000 last year. I made $100,000 doing what I do last year, and I was home every single night. So, you know, now granted, that's actually a lot less than I made at Prime, okay, when I was training. But yeah, I mean, I made $100,000 last year doing what I do right here. And I don't have a boss, and I don't have logs, and I don't have DOT, and, you know, I get up and I go to work when I want, and I go home when I want, and it's turned out to be a pretty good life. This has turned out to be a pretty good life. So like I said, at the time, and I've talked about this a little bit, at the time, it affected me pretty bad when I got fired. But just over time, I came to realize how much better my life was. And I've had many opportunities to get back into trucking. Like I said, there's a local company here my brother drives for. And they're on a guaranteed pay rate. And it's decent. They're gone Monday through Friday, and they're guaranteed $12.50 a week, guaranteed. And some weeks he runs 400 miles for that, and other weeks he runs 1,000 miles for that. But it's all Southeast regional, and they were on board with me making YouTube videos and doing all kinds of things like that. And I just decided that I didn't want to get back into trucking. You know, that was a few years ago that opportunity came up. You know, that was a few years ago that opportunity came up, and I didn't take it. I decided, you know what, I don't want a truck. I don't want to be back in a truck. I have no desire to be back in a truck. I'm just really happy with the path that my life is currently on. You know, I live by myself. My kids are moving back to the area, so I'll be able to start spending a lot more time with them. I mean, I made money with Prime training. I did. 2019, my last year at Prime, because I got fired in January of 2020. In 2019, I would train for the entire year. And I don't remember how many students I had that year, but I trained that entire year. And after expenses, all right, after truck payment, after insurance and fuel and all that shit, but before taxes. But after expenses, I made $256,000. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I was taking home anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a week during the TNT phase. During the TNT phase, I had multiple checks, well over $6,000. And I'm talking about what they deposited into my bank. Not my revenue for the week. I'm talking about, yeah, multiple weeks. Now, but you also have to remember, I was making all my YouTube videos. I had a lot of referrals. I was getting a lot of referral money too. Yes. So there were some weeks where I would get checks for $8,000 or more, because I would have referrals start coming in. Not gross, yes. We're talking net, yes. I'm not talking about gross revenue. I'm talking about what got deposited into my bank. After truck payment, after fuel, yes. No, during my TNT weeks, most weeks, my truck grossed over $10,000. We would do anywhere between 8 and 12 grand gross revenue for the week. So yes, but then on top of it, I had all the YouTube referral money. Yeah. So Froggy, over at Prime, when you have a student, you have two different phases. You have a PSD phase and a TNT phase. The TNT is trainer and trainee driving, which means both of you are driving the truck in different shifts. The PSD phase, the trainer is in the passenger seat while the trainee's driving, and so there's only one shift. But when they get to the phase where they have their actual CDLs, because I never changed my lifestyle when I made that money. because I wasn't home to change my lifestyle. So my lifestyle never changed at home. But I was never home. How do you think Junior Honduras has all of his trucks and stuff? That's all YouTube money he's doing. That's all referral money. So every time we would refer a student, and I don't know how it is now. I've been gone 6 years. Oh yeah, that's a ton of money. And I don't know how it is now, but the way it worked before is you would refer a student. They would, when they graduated, you would get $100 when they showed up at school. Okay, when they showed up at school, you would get $100. When they got done with their TNT phase, you would get $500. When they hit the 6-month mark, you would get another $500, I think is what it was. But every third referral, you would get an additional $1,000. So if I had 3 students come into training in the same week, if I had 3 students come in off of my YouTube channel with me as a referral in the same week, I would get $300 that week on my check. If they all graduated training, say they all graduated at the same time, I would get $500. And then I would get another $500. And now the third, yeah, see? Yeah, so they've changed it even more. So think of the money that like Junior Honduras is making off of that. That's how he makes his money. That's why he's always at home playing Call of Duty, because I see him on Call of Duty all the time. He's always at home playing Call of Duty. How did I deal with what? Getting fired? On it? I mean, dude, so I just found something to dive into, and it was streaming and gig working. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, man. I only had like 8,000, man, at the time. But I was doing fine. Yeah, it just is what it is. Like I said, my life is better today because of it. My life is way better today because of it. Way better, man. Way better. So I look back on it now and it doesn't bother me at all, because just my situation now and how I live my daily life is tremendously better than when I was living in that truck and dealing with DOT and dealing with logbooks. And, it's just better. It's just better. I can honestly sit here and tell you, and I've said it before, I do not miss trucking in any way. Oh, that doesn't bother me, man. That doesn't bother me, man. That doesn't bother me a bit, dude. Hell no, Purrs. Hell no. I had baby mama at home, dude. She was blowing through that money. Well, yeah, you're right. Being in the sleeper, man. You're in the sleeper and you got a student driving a truck, but I didn't sleep a lot for the first few weeks of TNT. I'm going to be honest with you. I had a few students that I was able to, feel very comfortable with and sleep very well with. Stefan was one of them. Bishop was one of them, or Cedric. was one, like, you put Cedric or Stefan behind the wheel of the truck, dude, I slept like a baby in the back. I mean, like a baby. Most students, when they would pull over to get fuel, use the bathroom or whatever, dude, I was up, curtain open, what the hell's going on, dude? When those two guys were driving, fuck, dude, they were having to wake me up for my turn to drive. So I had a few students that I slept great with, but most of my students, yeah. Well, boss, here's the reality of it, and I've tried to explain this to a few people. I make more money doing what I do right now, and I'm home every night, than I did as a solo truck driver. Not as a trainer, but as a solo truck driver, I make more money doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm not investing any more time than I would as a solo truck driver. %100%. Last week I was sick. I worked like 2 half days, took 1 full day off, and then I guess I worked 4 full days. And I made almost $1,600. It's just, yeah. So, I mean, I'm very pleased with how my life turned out after leaving trucking. And now that I've made other changes in my life, it's even better now, right? Now that other changes have been made as well, life's even better. I've been, last 3 years, man, I've lived by myself. I guess I technically can say, see, I can't even say the words that I'm about to say without it not feeling right to me, but I guess it's factual. I don't know how to fucking describe it. But, I'm a single, with quotation marks, guy, I live alone. I'm a bachelor, and I live my life the way I want to live it, to a point. Anybody who hangs out in the stream, you understand what I'm talking about, right? So, but I would. You ain't wrong, Pogo. Look, I have someone special in my life. I think about her every time I make a decision, in life right now, as to whether or not this is something that's going to affect what I have with her, whatever you want to call it, whatever it may be. So I try to make proper decisions with her in mind. Zim, you are correct. I do live in a very good area for this type of work. Yes. This market is a special market. It's much better than Florida. When I lived in Florida, I did not make this much money. All right, a good day, like a great day in Florida, was like $240. That was a great day. The average day was probably like $175. Today was an absolute shit day, right? It was super slow. I went and helped them because of their car, and I still made, I haven't looked it up yet, but I think it's like $190 today. And down in Florida, that would be just a good average day. And I did that today on a shit day where other things were going on. Yeah, money can grow on trees, happiness won't follow. You're correct. Yeah, happiness, 15% still it's showing on the oil change, so that'll have to happen coming up in the next few days. Dude, you can slow down. You don't need to be doing 100. I'll have you up to the speed limit in a minute. If you want to go faster than that, you'll get over it. Yeah, they're high, man. It jumped way up. $4.50 a gallon here today at Pilot. $4.49. So hopefully there's some good fuel surcharge out there for 1099s. Hopefully they're collecting a nice surcharge on those routes. I do love Tennessee. You know, I've been here for 4 years now. Matter of fact, this month makes 4 years that I've been here solid. So I've lived here for 4 straight years now after moving back and forth with baby mama and her family. They continue to move. But I haven't. I've stayed put right where I'm at. I needed some roots. I needed some stability. And I was just done with moving back and forth across the country. Well, that Pilot's $4.49. I don't know what it's out of Watt Road. It's probably a little bit cheaper maybe out there, but no, I'm quite satisfied with where my life is today. And I'm happy that Prime pushed me out and changed it for me, because I wouldn't have changed it. I'd still be at Prime today. I'd probably still be training students. And my life's a lot better this way. No, Froggy. They just like to move. They just like to move, man. Can't explain it to you, bro. No. Yeah, they just enjoy moving, man. I mean, I made a whole video on it, man. You know, I had a female student that I met in Pennsylvania. Took them through their PSD phase while they were waiting on a trainer. We started hanging out, went to dinner a few times and stuff. Things started escalating. So I was like, you know what, why don't I just train you then? And so put her on the truck and started training her. And we were romantically involved. And it didn't work out. And I wanted her off the truck. So I asked for her to be removed and put with a new trainer. And when that happened, she told them, she said, no, that here's the problem. The problem is that we're breaking up and I want to be on his truck and he doesn't want me on the truck. So the Prime was like, yeah, we're not going to deal with this. This is be more above and beyond what we want to deal with. So you're no longer, your services are no longer needed. That's how they worded it too, by the way. They sat me down and said, hey, we no longer want to do business with you. If you want to take your truck somewhere else, you can do that, because it was a lease truck. They're like, if you want to take your truck to another company, if you want to go somewhere else and take your truck, that's fine. You just need to have the plates and whatever sent here. We can't let you leave until it's plated. And I just chose not to do that. Yep. And I just chose not to do that. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn it in to Success Leasing, because Prime owns Success Leasing. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn the truck in on the lease and be done. Because it was a walk-away lease. You can walk away from your lease at Prime anytime you want. And got on a bus and took it home. Took the bus to Springfield, where my car was, because my car was at the Prime terminal. So got on a Greyhound in Pennsylvania and took it all the way to Springfield, Missouri, and I had COVID at the time. And to where my car was at Prime, and loaded my car up with my personal gear and drove home. Yep.
Welcome. You're welcome. Welcome to my life.
Oh yeah, I've been very honest and forward about the entire situation. I haven't lied about any of that situation, man. I don't hide that. Yep. So that was the end of it. That was her revenge for me ending the relationship. So, you know, it is what it is. And I knew that was a possibility, but it didn't matter to me. I still wanted out. Yeah. Oh yeah, she did. That was her revenge. So, yeah, hers it is. Yeah, life's good, man. Like I said, I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy doing what I do, man. I have a friend involved in my life, and, you know, she's a lot of fun to be around when we get to see each other. Even though tonight was not exactly fun, I don't think, for her, since the car was broke down. But, you know, hey. Always, man. And look, there's no reason not to be positive about life, man. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you know, it's. You know? Well, Prime just got sued a lot of times, man, from bad situations. My situation wasn't a situation where they could get sued from. What's funny is I still have all the receipts. Like, I still have every single, like, text message ever sent back and forth saved in my phone. Like, because I kept them in case Prime ever needed them. That's why I kept them. So, like, I kept every single text ever exchanged between me and her in case Prime ever needed them, in case she ever tried to sue Prime for something. That information would be there. I don't know if I could have or not. I don't know, man. Who knows? You know, the way I look at it's like this. At the end of the day, neither one of us work for Prime. So, just is what it is. I was going to say, is this guy behind me ever going to turn? I don't know. I ain't too happy, man. I just want to, you know, I just want to enjoy life, bro. I just want to enjoy my life, man. And that's what I'm doing nowadays. I'm enjoying life, you know. I'm 50 years old now, man. I just want to enjoy what I got left, man. That's it. I just want to enjoy what I got left. So I don't dwell on the past. You know, decisions I made back then, all I can do is make better decisions going forward. And that's why I, you know, have lived by myself now for over 3 years. You know? So, hey guys, I got to dip. I'm almost home. I'll be at the house in a matter of minutes. Hey, I love you all. We'll be back tomorrow to do it again, all right? God bless you. I seriously have to go. Goodbye.